Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. Real quick, when I say live, what do I mean? Well, what I mean here is that I'm recording myself, seeing this information for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next compared to having already recorded everything and then coming back now and explaining what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap. This is not some sort of post commentary. I'm literally recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. So if you just want a raw, nitty gritty, unscripted look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for now, and I'll be back at the open. Watching 238.25 here, and I might have missed it. And I did. Wow, that moved way fast. Still have my order out here in white right there, which symbolizes that I did submit the order to the market. I just didn't get filled on it. And there it goes without me. Well, that happened very, very quickly. Let's hop over here to NVAX. Yeah, 151.50. Could be very interesting. In there at 151.62. Let's see this thing down below 150.50. So I got some shares out at 150.50, but let's see if we can get a push down through 150. This could still be a losing trade. Now, it won't be a max loss or anything like that, just because I've already locked in some profits and reduced position size, but in with the goal of seeing if this can get down below 150. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it bounces and this turns out to be a losing trade. But that's hindsight, right? Maybe I should be selling right now, but and not looking so good right now. This does go up over 153. I will have to take the loss. But let's see if this wants to come on back down. Okay, so I ended up losing 83 bucks there. Which again, I understand you could be saying, Clay, why were you locking in gains and more gains down there? Well, because I didn't have hindsight. What happens if the thing would have kept falling? You would have been saying, Clay, why were you taking off so much of the table? And again, you're not wrong in either of those situations. You're only wrong in saying and using hindsight as your indicator, because yeah, that's what I should have done. But I just, just didn't have that knowledge at the time. Tesla, what is that? 1089. Hope I missed that one too. All right, the morning of misses and lack of follow through, like we just said there on NVAX. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. All right, going to try here at 152 here on NVAX, see if this thing wants to come back down. Or did I just miss that too? Yep. Missed that also as it now comes back down. $236, interesting level. All right, got filled at 236. Let's see if we can get that break. There we go. Want to see this thing down at least at 235, if not even below. I have 235 marked out, so it very well could bounce from there. We go. Great. Perfect. Let's see if we can pick up some more momentum. Might need to go sideways a bit here just because that was a very quick move to the downside. So giving it a chance to come back down below $234. Still have 25 shares left, which keeps me in the game. But again, to be fair, maybe this is going to bounce. So if it does, well, I'm glad I locked out the majority of gains. But if it, so like I said, if it bounces, then good. I'm happy that I took in the gains. But if it continues on down, well, good. I'm glad I still. Excellent. There's the breakdown. So at this point, I'm very happy that I still have those 25 shares. Nope, and another false breakdown. All right, I'm going to just take that there. So there we go, 141 there. So back up $58 on the day. Oh, an NVAX, you dirty dog. That one ended up going too. That's all right. Played MRNA, a really nice setup. Like that a lot. All right, well, let's see what else I can find. Watching 148.50 here on an NVAX. See if we can get some sort of rejection here. Or does this thing just want to plow up through 150? Again, watching 148.50. We'll see if it comes into play or not. Nope, and up above 150 it goes. So at this point, never mind on that one. All right, watching 236 here on MRNA in there at 236. Let's see if we can get the move down through there. Yeah, so 236 definitely going to be that key level. But it's bouncing up on me right now, trying to trust the trend. Now the question becomes, if it comes back down to 236, do I want to add? And I do. So looking to add now at 236. Added some more. Now looking for that break. Can this be the break here? There we go. I'd like to see 235. Getting hung up there too much. Still have 50 shares left, but just it broke down, started to go, and then it just stalled out. So if it wants to come on down below 235, I can still participate in it. But yeah, I don't like how it's stalling out right now with the level 2s. So once again, at 235, can it break down through? So maybe I was wrong to have gotten aggressive, but right now I still feel perfectly fine with that because it's, in fact, so much so I'm going to, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to take, oh well. Okay, well, there we go, another successful trade on it. And maybe we'll come down, in fact, do we have another potential trade there? Yeah, about $1.50 a risk. So I could take maybe a 235 trade if it, well, never mind. Now it's distorting everything. What's NVAX doing? That one already rolled over. So, all right, so there's another successful I mean, so I'm putting together trades, but as you've seen, it's been a morning of lack of follow through. Every one of my trades haven't had much follow through, including that test or the first one on MRNA. And remember this, it broke down, and then I decided to get out because it snapped back up, which was the right decision because no follow through. In fact, it bounced back up. Right now, no follow through. It's bouncing back up. Now, of course, it could come back down, but it just wasn't as smooth as what I'd like. And then, on course, on NVAX, it did go in my favor. I didn't get any follow through though, which then ended up leading to a losing trade. So I mean, that's really the best way I can kind of describe this morning. It's just a lack of follow through, and sometimes you're going to have this. The good news is just because there's a lack of follow through, it doesn't mean you're going to lose money, but it does mean that you're just not going to really put anything worthwhile together. So 235, I don't know. There's a potential trade here, but I feel like it could just snap. So it's $2. I mean, I could, and that would put me in the red, but I mean, I'm not that much up anyways. And yes, I'm talking to myself right now. Yeah, I will try 235, risk a couple $100 on it. So it's just a nice play here of can it break down through that level there. I think that it can, which is why I'm willing to take the trade here. But if it doesn't, it will put me back into the red, but by like $100, which I'm willing to take that risk. Because now if I was up like $1,000 and I'm sitting here saying, well, this could put me back into the red. Okay, that's a little different, but I'm not exactly up a whole lot of money, so let's see if this thing wants to. Again, lack of follow through. It did break that white line, but as you see here, once again, not much follow through. Now, it's not like every time it's got to go in your favor right away, but it would be nice once in a while to get a break and then have it, just move. But that is just not the nature here right now. But again, got to give things time. See if it does want to come down. But as of now, that area is being quite stubborn. Now, once again, becomes a question of, do I want to add? Adding last time proved to be smart. So maybe on the add, or maybe if anything, add at like 234 to make sure it's a good solid winner. But I am also getting ahead of myself now because this thing's really struggling with the 235 mark. Well, I was hoping not to get stuck in this sort of choppy, but it is what it is. At this point, I do like 235 as an add point again, if it comes into play. Okay, so watching 235 closely. Okay, added some at 235. Now let's see, can we get follow through? There we go. Good. Good. Still have 50 shares left. Come on. Just break down through 233. That's all I ask. Well, I will say this, I'm very glad that I did add, and that was a very big move to the downside though. All right, so I'll take that out. So again, another trade. No, I mean, I got some follow through, but I mean, just snap right. Look at that. And now right back up it goes. So I'm getting the move, right? I got the move that I thought came down, but then just zero follow through, just like that, snapping right back up. I mean, look at this 5 minute. Look at that. That is a lack of follow through. Look at that 5 minute chart. Got the move. Now look at this big old shadow, lower wick, lower shadow forming, which is creating a hammer. Which is creating a hammer candle now on the 5 minute. Right there. That's the exact example of getting a move, but then no follow through as it goes back up. So if you've ever had mornings like this, hey, it doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. It doesn't mean you don't have a good strategy. All it means is that's just the nature of the market sometimes. You're just not 1082.50. I got to get this alerted. Tesla 1082.50. Flush point 1 minute. 1082.50. What is that? $5. So I go 25. I don't know. I think I should probably maybe just be done here. It just doesn't feel like the market really wants to cooperate much. Just looking around. Yep, and look at that. Unbelievable. To follow up on MRNA. Get the right, there we go. Look at that. And now it's all the way up there. And I think that's going to be the sign that, just be grateful that you actually are walking away. Look at that thing. Unbelievable. So yeah, 193, it's 953. And after the morning that you just saw where I was right, but not really, because sure, I was, I was half right. I was right in the sense of, okay, it wanted to move through certain levels, but I was completely wrong in thinking that there would be any sort of follow through that would occur, because there was no follow through. So I think that'll be the title of this video, a morning of zero follow through, because that's exactly what it was. And again, it happens, and it's not the first time it's happened to me. It won't be the last time. That's just the nature of the market. But again, like I said, the good news is you don't have to be perfect in order to make money. I was not perfect. I was wrong half of my premise. My premise was, and hopefully part of your premise is, yeah, if this moves and I want to get some continuation, but there was no continuation. There was no follow through. But even being wrong about that, I was still able to make money. And I am stalling here a little bit, because look at this thing. Just keeps. Wow. That's crazy. But in a sick and twisted way, I'm glad I caught all this on video, as it goes to just show that, this happens as traders. You can't always get everything to go right in your favor. But I am going to go ahead and wrap things up. But before I do that, a quick note on my part that if you like these live trade videos, if you find them helpful, entertaining, then please communicate that to me by hitting that like button and leaving a simple comment below. And I ask that because these videos are very difficult to make. Because they are genuinely live, I have to talk to you. I have to think about my own trades. I have to scan for my own trades. I have to make alerts in the chat room. I have to manage my own trades. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and they are difficult to make, which is why I don't do them every day, but I am still willing to do them as long as I know that there's interest and enjoyment. So if you do like the videos, like I said, hit that like button and leave a comment, just even the number one, a smiley face. Let me know what you traded today. But those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these videos. And as long as I know people are continuing to enjoy them, then I will continue to make them. And then also, if you want to learn more about the tool of technical analysis of what I'm using here to make the decisions that I am, which is, again, technical analysis, it's a great tool. But if you want to take your understanding of it to another level, begin to learn how to build consistency with it, then I do offer a free class, which I'm going to talk about as soon as this video ends. It'll go to another video, and I'll talk about that and how you can get signed up for it. So if that sounds like something that would be of interest to you, then definitely get signed up for it. So I'll talk about that free class right now. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.